Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome to another live rendition of This Is Tom's World. Hopefully, between the 30-second countdown that I've added and the intro music, that would be enough for everybody to make it here past the ads. But we will still wait. Hello, Jeep Girl. How are you? 1979. That is 4 years after I was born. Incidentally, speaking of when I was born, so it was 4 years after I was born. So that was 1975, right? I was born. Let's see, it's 7:21, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. So in about a little more than 5 hours from now, back in 1975, This Is Tom's World was born. That's right. Tomorrow is my birthday. Hey, what's going on? How are you, BR? Burr, BR, Burr, Burr. So tomorrow is my birthday. I will be turning 49 years old. I will be starting my last year in my 40s. Um, I don't feel like I should be 49. Thank you, Jeep Girl. I appreciate that. Um, I don't feel like I should be turning 49. I feel like I should still be 30 something, really. But I mean, my 40th birthday, that was 9 years ago. I had a hard time with the 40th because, just realizing that I would no longer be 30 something and then going into 40 something, that it was a little tough, but it made it easy because I had a lot of people around me for the birthday and everything like that. So it was a good thing. Not everybody I wanted to be around me was around me. Um, and yes, Stephanie, you're definitely one that I wish was there. Um, Thank you, Pumpkin. I appreciate that. I've never called anybody Pumpkin before. That's weird. Sounds weird. But but yeah, this will be my last year in my 40s. So this time next year, I will be entering a new decade in my life, and we'll see what things hold for the next year as far as my life, this channel. Um, my life has changed quite considerably in the last couple of years, about 2.5 years. Um, I went back to work after taking care of dad, and thank you very much, Pumpkin. Um, After taking care of my dad for some amount of years, I went back to work, and it's been a physical job, and it's been outdoors and everything, so it's a lot different than anything I've ever done. But it's in my favorite place in the world, in the Chamonix State Park. So I'm very happy about that. Um, Things have been going well with the job, and I mean, life progresses, and life does give you a lot of blows. I will say, and I have a tendency to focus on them a little more than I should. But um, all in all, I'd have to say everything's great. Like having all of you supporting me, it helps way more so than I could ever convey to any of you. Having you all watch my videos and like the videos and commenting on them and everything. I mean, you guys have been awesome, and I've said this to you multiple times, and I will continue to say this to you. Without all of you, there would be no This Is Tom's World. So uh, I appreciate each and every one of you. But there's really no rhyme or reason to this live, as most of my live feeds are. It's just hanging out, talking. If anybody has any ideas of places for me to go to, check out, make videos of, I'm always willing to hear suggestions, maybe critiques of the channel, anything you have, I'm willing to accept. As I just got a message from my goddess, and I am responding to said message. Anyway, let me come back to this. So, I was not able to make a video this past weekend. I only get 2 days off, as most people do, and my days off are Sunday and Monday. Now, this past Sunday, I was not in any shape to be going out anywhere. The night previous to that, I was at my friend Kerry's birthday party, and her husband had been very gracious in blessing us with paying for the bar tab and the food tab. So of course, the beers were going down pretty good. So Sunday was not a good day for me to go out. And for the past few weeks, every Monday, I have to take my dad to doctor's appointments for his blood cancer. So um, I've not been able to do that on a Monday for a little bit, but uh, I mean, life happens, responsibilities happen, so I have to adhere to that. And I'm also sad that I have not been able to see my son for the last few weeks. But yeah, it's I mean, I got to take care of dad. See what we got. What's up, Michael? I wish I could. I wish I had some kind of influence to help you. So I mean, hey, listen, calm down. Let him listen to the damn live feed. That's probably the most you'll hear me curse. Although I'm pretty sure I've said kind of worse on my live feeds. Not a whole lot worse, but thank you, Rich. Hey, I the videos will not stop coming. They may have longer pauses in between here and there due to life, as I was just saying, but they will not stop coming. I will continue to take videos, and as the channel grows and I start getting more and more support and the money builds up and everything, I definitely will be traveling further and further outward from the far northeast and Ben Salem area and going into other places. I have many places all around Pennsylvania that I'd like to go to. I have places outside of Pennsylvania I'd like to go to. So yeah, well, no, I'm not going to do it. I was going to go into a whole comedic rant and everything, but I'm not going to do it. But so yeah, this is the eve of my birthday. Welcome everyone to the eve of this is Tom's World's birth date, and we're just hanging out. We're talking. We are trying to figure out new places for me to venture to, and thank you, Scott. Scott, we still need to meet up at the park. You know that. I've been looking for you when I drive around. I don't see you. I got to show you this place, but the video for this is going to be coming soon because I'm running out of ideas for videos, and I've been keeping that one in my pocket. I'm trying to put more space in between the Neshaminy State Park videos, but it's getting a little to the wire kind of thing. So I might have to make this video. Thank you, Michael. Yeah. How's 30 feeling? Well, you're gonna have to go back to me about 19 years ago and ask that. Refresh my memory. What in Somerton? There's a broken branch behind Humpty, huh? I will have to take a look at that. At some point in the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be going around in the bigger truck, the big dump truck that we have. When I get time, when time is allowed for me to do so, and I'm going to be getting a lot of the branches around the park, at least the ones that I can lift on my own. And very soon, in the next like 3 weeks or so, all the seasonal semi skilleds will be coming back. So I'll have a lot of help, and we're gonna be getting rid of a lot of things. That big tree that's down in the field behind the first pavilion where the bathrooms are and everything. The one that's like leaning on a trash can, we're definitely going to be getting that. We have a lot of things we got to get to around the park once they come back. But yeah, definitely. Oh. You know what? I have not gone by there yet. Um, I'm gonna have to make it a point to get by there sometime this week because I definitely would like to check it out because I remember after they closed down, like right after they closed down, you could still see the windmill and stuff like that. So I would like to check that out most definitely. Plus, it's a place that I was at when I was a kid, so I do have personal experience there, which is always a bonus. Robert, what's going on, man? Thanks for joining the live. I appreciate you being here, man. Um, but let's see what's going on other than all that. Let's see. Oh, so today this is possibly a big thing for the channel. So you get pay attention. Ready? Um, today I got a text from my mom, and she asked me to stop by after work. So I go by. It's not far from she lives in Croydon, so it's not far from the Chamonix State Park. Um, and she surprised me with an early birthday gift. Day early. I have a metal detector now. So moving forward, at some point, once I get comfortable with this metal detector, and I mean, is it top of the line kind of metal detector? No. However, that's fine because I have not really ever metal detected. I did it once. My mother's brother, my uncle, he has a metal detector, and I used that for like a day over at the garden, and all I was finding was like bottle caps and modern coins and stuff like that. Um, but all I have to do is get what they call a pinpointer. It's shaped like a carrot and it's actually colored like a carrot. It's orange usually, and what that's for is like, say you're metal detecting, you find a signal, you dig it up, and you can't exactly pinpoint it to use the term. And this little pinpointer, like it pins it down to like an area of like this big. So you just move around. It's like a little wand, and then it'll beep faster or steady once you've found what you're looking for. And this is going to change the game for the channel because I'm going to be adding some of those videos in once I get more comfortable with the metal detector and I start doing things. I do watch a handful of people on YouTube that do metal detecting, the aqua chigger, the quarter hoarder. Like, I mean, I have a few that I watch, um, and I would like to be able to get up to their caliber at some point and maybe meet up with these people. The quarter hoarder is more local than aqua chigger, but yeah, this is definitely something that's going to add content to the channel because I know places that I would love to metal detect, and there's one place in particular at the park that I would like to metal detect, and I think I might get some decent hits over there. So we'll see. I mean, there are people that metal detect at the park, and some of them do watch me. Not all of them, maybe one, maybe two, and I've never given away the spot that I want to metal detect. Now, I've actually been asked by people that metal detect at the park, what would be a good place to go to, even though they don't know who I am, like my channel and all this other stuff. And I've given them a few places, but I've never given them one place in particular that I intend to go on my own. And we'll see what happens. Let's catch up on the comments here. No, I actually have the boots I have are composite, not steel. Yeah, that's pretty much kind of what they are. Only it's more finite. It's more pinpointed. which is why they call it a pinpointer. Oh, the fairgrounds. Yeah, there might be some decent coins there. I will say, but I know of a place where there might be better coins too, and I'm saving that, and I'm going to make a video of it. Most definitely. Oh, in Australia, I'm sure. I'm sure you guys have tons. Oh, the beach? Yeah, definitely down by where Dunk's Ferry was. Like I've act. That's one of the places that I have told people that metal detect. I'm like, you might want to go down there. You never know what you're going to find. Excuse me. I am still working out that mucus from that cold I had. Like it's been over a month now, and it's still working out of my body. But but yeah, I have some places I would like to definitely metal detect, especially once I get that pinpointer, and I can, yeah. Oh, it's gonna change the channel. I'm gonna get you guys are gonna see a whole like new crew of audience come in because there is like a following for metal detecting on YouTube. So like you're gonna see the channel grow, and you guys get the benefit of knowing that you were here at the ground level. You were here with me from the beginning, and there's going to be a special place in my heart for all of you guys here. So you get the benefit of knowing that. So anyway, how has everybody been? I guess it's been about a week since I did my last live feed. um, I tend to do it on Tuesday nights, and I also do another live feed that's not for my channel. I do it on the Things Network on Facebook, and you can check that out. It's called Fear Fans, so you could just look that up. You could look up Fear Fans. You could look up Things Network. You'll find it. It'll go on about 9:30 our time here, Eastern time. Um, and we talk about horror movies and stuff like that. And tonight we'll be talking about arachnophobia. So while I have seen arachnophobia, not the whole thing, but I have seen it, I'm going to have to try to watch as much of it as I can between my live feed and that one, so that I can at least have some valid points to talk about. So you can check that out. Let's see what we got here. I would love to see an increase of viewers because more viewers means more watch time, means more ad revenue, more money towards the channel. I'm actually going to get my second payout since I've been monetized. I've been monetized on YouTube since March of 2023. I got one payout in August. See, and the way it works, and I've explained this before, but I'll explain it again. The way it works is the only way you get paid out by YouTube is if you reach $100 or more. So once in the ad revenue, once you reach $100, then that next, if it's the beginning of the month, then you'll get paid that month, because they pay out on the 20 something. I want to say 22nd, but I'm not sure. On the 20 something of every month. So if you have not reached $100 by then it rolls over to the next month. And I was paid out once in August, and I'll be getting it paid again this month because I've already passed the $100 as of the end of January. So I will be getting that. So yeah. My brew tonight is the same as it normally is: Molson Ice. That's right, you do, Scott. Actually, we've talked about that, and I'm going to have to get one as well. Even though I'm an employee, I still have to get one because one of the places that I do want to detect is in the Chamonix. Maybe if you're around that day, maybe I'll let you detect with me. Maybe you'll even get to be in the video. Hey, anything's possible. We can talk about that. Shovels and what? Shovels and scythes? Sieves? Am I not seeing that word right? Oh, I don't have my old man glasses up here to put them on. But I do have shovels. Happy. I was gonna say, yo, happy birthday, Rob. Sorry, I'm a little out there today. It's been a day. What is up, farmer? How are you, man? It's been a minute. Yeah, I know it says his name is Ray, but he's farmer. Ugh, hair's getting longer, longer and longer. I got to get it trimmed though. I got to get all the dead ends and split ends and all that cut off so that it'll grow a little more. I'm not going to go through taking the hat off and bringing the bangs down and all that, but we'll say that the bangs come down. They're like here, so yeah, it's getting. I'm glad you're good, man. So, in other news, I know that I've mentioned before multiple times about a page on Facebook that a friend of mine and I run. We call it a network, but it's not really a network. It's called BB3 TV. So BB as in boy, BB3 TV. Um, and we have some people on there, and that do live shows and stuff like that. My friend Dom and I, we run this thing, and we do also have our own show. We just haven't been doing it a whole lot in the last year or so, but we're planning a comeback. And when we do that, I'll let you all know so you can go over there and check that out as well. It's not going to be anything like my content on YouTube. It's going to be us interviewing people and stuff like that, like a live feed. Like you'll see a camera here and a camera here and a camera down here and stuff like that. And we've interviewed some somewhat famous people. We've interviewed, let's see, Betsy Baker and Teresa Tilley from the original Evil Dead movie. Sandy Johnson from the original Halloween movie. She played Michael Myers' sister, the first one to get killed. Um, Tom Proctor, who has been in multiple things, among which was the first Guardians of the Galaxy, some other TV shows and stuff, Justified and all that. Um, and we intend on keeping this momentum going. Once we get our guest line up, and we're trying to build an intro for the show as well. So, and wow, I see I missed out on a bunch of messages here. Let's see. See, and mine is tomorrow. So tomorrow I will be 49 years old. Crazy. Oh, you don't want to be in the video. Ah, I see. I got you. Well, no, that's fine. But you could still, maybe when I'm making the video, you could still be there and get to the location that I would like to get to, because as a metal detector, I'm sure that like some of your good finds are like old coins, right? I know a place. I know a place. Thank you, Ray. I appreciate that. See that? So we'll be the same age for at least what, a couple weeks, because you said yours was the 21st. So yeah, for 2 weeks we will be the same age. Hey, listen, anybody can possess that. I mean, you just have to think of the camera as like another person, right? I mean, I've had some experience with it. Like, I have my channel. That was the first time that I was in front of a camera and putting it out to the public. I've been on multiple live shows before I even had one, and then I had one with this guy Dom. We had our own show, and I learned to build like a rapport with the camera, basically. But it really is not hard to learn to do. Once you think of the camera as one person and you're just talking to one person, everything's easy after that. It's not hard. But thank you. I do try. I mean, you may not see my face a whole lot in the videos that I make on my channel. You see me in the beginning, and that's about it. But I'm still there. I'm still talking to all of you as I'm making that video, and that's what gets me through that. In the beginning, I had a hang up, about like anybody happening to see me like walking around with my gimbal and like talking to myself. But I just imagine it as if like one person is there with me and I talk to them. And everything after that is just cake, really. Hey, not everybody is going to like everybody. There are people that don't like on me. I've had some negative comments over time. I don't delete them. I do not delete them. I mean, if you want to go back through my videos and look, feel free. There have been some negative comments, not many, but there's been some. I won't tell you which videos because then you can rewatch the videos and that gives me watch time, which is cool. Um, but yeah, I mean, the Facebook comments that I've gotten, because when I post my, like, let's say I do a video in Ben Salem, I will post it to all the different Ben Salem groups and the Croydon groups. If I do one in far northeast Philly, I post it to all the different far northeast Philly groups. And there are some people who have made negative comments. And there was a group in particular, which I will not mention, but there's a group in particular that had nothing but negative comments. So I stopped posting to that group. And I won't say whether or not it was Philly or Ben Salem. We'll just say it was within there. And that's as most as I'll narrow it down. But I mean, there's always going to be somebody to say something. You just have to look past that. And once you can do that, making videos it's a lot easier. Well, you don't want to forget to the point where you start like picking your nose and stuff like that, and picking your ear and getting the ear hair out and everything. Like I'm not going to say I've never done that, but I mean, there were times where I was on a live feed and I forgot I was on a live feed because there's like other people talking and stuff like that. There might be like 3-4 other people there, and you forget and you start like clicking on different tabs and stuff while they're all talking about things that have nothing to do with you, and you forget and you're just like, hey, oh, and then you remember. But other than that, yeah, it's really not hard. I mean, I've always been more of a social person, so talking comes easy to me. Plus, I grew up around more women than I did men, and so like talking in and of itself comes easy to me, without feeling awkward. And it has nothing to do with like a sexual factor, women and men, but like most of the women that I grew up around are very much the same way. So um, I've never really had a problem communicating with people. Oh, I already saw that one. Yeah, yeah, and you shouldn't. Listen, Ray, I remember. I remember when you had your on another network. We won't mention it. I remember when you had your show for gardening and stuff like that. You did very well with it. People did like your videos. He used to have a garden outside of his house, and he would videotape it as it was growing, and he would document it, and he'd talk about it and everything like that. And it was a really good show. Some do, not many. Um, I used to get more, like in the first year and a half that I worked there. But those people have since become they're regulars there at the Chamonix. So um, when I first started working there, it was a little weird because I'd be driving around on the Gator and I'd hear, "Hey Tom," Like, but but there are some people that that do watch my videos, and they're there on a regular basis, and I appreciate talking to them. I mean, a lot of people ask me, so what's the next venture going to be, and this and that, and I'm like, I don't know. I never know until the night before. But yeah, there have been people that recognize me there at the park, and some of them are in this very chat right now. Actually, that's right, garden videos. That's what you did. Like you were growing your garden, and yeah, I mean, issues happen, and we all know what went on there, Ray, and nobody blames you. But up until you had some issues, that was a good show. People were liking it. So you might want to think about doing that again, like even on your own. If not, I happen to know a page that you could post videos to, BB3 TV. So we can talk about that if you want to do it again. I'm working here. No, I don't ever turn anybody down. I mean, if somebody says hi to me, at the very least I'm going to stop and talk to them for a minute, even if I'm super busy. I'll keep working. I'll keep picking up trash and stuff like that as I talk to them. But uh, I always enjoy meeting people that have watched my videos, and there's even been people that got to know me there at the park as like a worker, and then they happen to stumble across my video, and like that has happened recently. I had a couple come up to me who I had met prior at the park, and the guy was like, "So this is Tom's World, huh?" I'm like, you found my videos, did you? So, it's always nice, to get the recognition. That sucks, Ray. That really sucks. There's no like place anywhere near you to have like community gardens or something like that. I mean, that could work too. We have a place here in Philly, and matter of fact, it's the other park that we take care of. So I work for Neshaminy State Park, but we also take care of Benjamin Rush State Park, which is the only state park in the city of Philadelphia. Um, and they have community gardens there. They've had them there since before it was a state park. So they just continued the whole having community gardens thing. So, but maybe that's something to look into. Do a Google search for community gardens near me and see how close they are. Are you going to be moving? Well, all right. If you're going to be moving before gardening time, maybe look into where you're moving to. If you don't have enough land or whatever for a garden, community gardens aren't usually that expensive. I have seen some of JP's videos. I watched predominantly. I watched his Google Find videos where he'll do a Google Map search, and he finds something and he goes out to try to find that place. Those intrigue me a lot. I did once, some time ago, have an opportunity to hang out with the guy that runs JP videos, um, Rustic Ventures, who is another local YouTuber. Uh, she uh, she had reached out to me asking, if I wanted to be part of that, and where they were going was kind of far away, and at the time, the car that I had was not going to make it. So I had this old Monte Carlo, and it wasn't going to make it, so I had to turn it down, and I felt like crap because of that, like since that time. So, but yeah, I would definitely like to meet him. He seems like a cool guy, and he does a lot of good videos. I mean, to date, the only local YouTubers I've met uh, was a couple that used to be local and they've been traveling the world since. Squeeze the Day. Um, I met uh, I met Kathy from Rustic Ventures once. I was in like 2 seconds of one of her videos. um, of course, I met Kenny and Donna from K&D Adventures because I already knew them before they made that YouTube channel. Um, who else? Oh, I met the Philly captain as of recent times. The Eagles' last game of this past season. I got to meet him. I could have met him again this past Sunday. They were doing a excuse me. They were doing a wing competition over at Nick's Roast Beef, which is not far from my house at all. Like probably like a 5 minute walk from my house. Over at Franklin Mills, and yes, I will not call it Philadelphia Mills. Um, but I could have gone there again. But again, this past Sunday when they did that, I was on my hangover from hanging out with my friend at her birthday party, so I was not really feeling up to going out. But I think that's about all the YouTubers that I've met, and I really think I need to start networking more when it comes to that. I hope to meet Adam Lewu when he comes around. He's going to be here at some point during the baseball season because Tampa Bay is going to be playing here in Philly, and I know he's going to be here for that. So I'm hoping to meet him then. I really could not care less whether or not I'm in his video or anything like that. I would just like to meet him because Adam Lewu, the Daily Woo, I've been watching him for a long time, and he was actually the very first YouTuber that I subscribed to. So I would just like to meet him. You know, it was a 2002 Monte Carlo. It had a lot of problems. It still does have a lot of problems. My brother-in-law now owns it, and I mean, if those problems were taken care of, I'd rather be driving that than the Buick that I drive now. Um, Even though it's a much lower ride and it makes it harder for my dad to get in and out. But still, I would much rather be driving that because I got used to driving that. I was driving it for a while. Um, it had a lot of issues, you know, and I just don't have the money to fix it up. Ice fishing would be cool. Ice fishing and gardening, man. There you go. Oh, the 80s Monte Carlos, they were beasts, man. Yeah. Shady Maple Smorgasbord. All right. I'm going to have to look that up. I'm going to look that up right now. What the heck is that? Shady Maple. Oh, I see. It's in East Earl, PA. Where the heck is East Earl, PA? Let's look that up. Do directions from home. A little over an hour away. So like middle PA. So what is in Shady Maple Smorgasbord? Educate me, or you could send me messages, Scott. You know that you can. You have to go to the office and you have to get a permit, right? And then once you get a permit, your shovel can only go a screwdriver's deep. That's it. That's the most that you get from the state park. So that's going to be the same way in any state park. But you can get a permit to metal detect there, and you're not supposed to dig any more than a screwdriver deep. Now, when I was told that at the office, I let the woman know. I said, "Listen, currently in my trunk, I have a screw that is this long. So, I mean, if it's a screwdriver deep, then I can go that far." She's like, "No, I mean like a regular size screwdriver." But but yeah, everything. What is a buffet and gift shop? Where did I wait? Are we talking about smorgasbord? Wow. I mean, I've been around Lancaster. I mean, as you all may or may not have seen, I did some traveling videos this past Christmas season with Stephanie, and and she was doing her normal yearly shopping venture around. She likes to go to mom and pop shops instead of like the big chains and stuff like that. I mean, she likes to shop at the big chains too, but she likes to go around to different small towns here in PA, and we did some traveling. I did like 3 videos on that, so you can check that out if you have not seen it. Um, but yeah, let's see what we got here. Hey, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Yep, birthday will be tomorrow. Hmm. Yeah, you can email me, or you can send me in the description of this video is a link to my Facebook for this channel. You can always send me a message there, or you can email me, and I'll put it up here real quick. I don't mind everybody having my email. There you go. So that right there is my email address, and you can always send that to me. Always willing to hear new stories. So that's my email address right there. tnally75@gmail.com. Awesome. Look forward to hearing it, man. But anyway, I just wanted to come on here and touch base with everybody. I am. I think I'm gonna get out of here because I got to go clean up dinner, and I have to prepare for the live feed that I'm going to be on tonight in about an hour and a half over at Things Network on Facebook. It's called Fear Fans. You can check it out. You can just do a search for Fear Fans. You might come across it. You could do a search for Things Network, and you will most definitely come across it. We're going to be talking about arachnophobia, so I'm going to try to watch as much of that as I can so that I have some valid points to talk about. Um, let's see. New spot, Humeville Road before Gibson Road, across from Ben Salem Food Mart Deli. The woods in there, just past the graveyard. I've thought about that, but I've not looked into it to see what's going on in there yet. But I can always just do an explore. That's not a problem at all. But anyway, if you want to support the channel or just give a happy birthday or whatever, I mean, you can always over here right now. There's the super chat and the super stickers. You could do them and give whatever you would like to give. At any point, any video, there's going to be like a link down in this section that'll say thanks, and it'll have a little $sign. You can always give there, but you don't have to give monetarily to support the channel. You could always share the videos, share the channel itself. You can go to my merch shop, check out my merch shop. The link is in the description below the video. And yeah, I mean, and simply just watching the videos and liking the videos, giving them the thumbs up, which is down here somewhere. That is support as well. So I want to thank you all, Facebook Fear fans. You know what? Look, before I go, let me bring up Things Network. I'm going to copy right here so that you see it. Come back here. So that's the Things Network. It will be on there at about 9:30 our time. So I have about an hour and a half, little less after cleaning up dinner, to watch Arachnophobia. I've seen it before, but it's been a while, so I just want to be able to talk about things relevantly. And just check that out. No problem, man. And if you're there and you saw this on here, just let me know. Say, hey Tom, I was on your stream earlier or something like that, because then I can say, oh look, these people are for me. But other than that, I guess I will see you all in my next video, or actually you'll see me. I won't see you, and I won't see you on the next live because you're not here. I'm here, but you're not. Anyway, make sure you stay safe, stay healthy, and take care. I'll see you all soon.